Go get the Beastly Bodybuilding ebook in the description right now, my man. Yo, what's good? It's King Kai. Yo, what's good? It's King Kai. In today's video, we're gonna talk about one of the things that's plaguing young men today. Honestly, there's a lot of things plaguing young men, like y'all are down bad, but this is a big one, and that's the loser mentality, okay? And I wanted to talk about how I lost my loser mentality and how you can apply these same lessons to your own life. Now, what does the loser mentality entail? It is basically the victim mindset. The victim mindset, the loser mindset of, woe is me, my life is hard, I can't get anything right, this sucks, whatever, why try, doesn't even matter, yada yada, it's over. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? What does it sound like, class? Yes, it's the black pill. I hate black pill. I'm not gonna stop crapping on black pill as long as I draw breath. But the loser mentality is essentially just falling victim to your circumstance around you, okay? Now, before I get into what you can do to change it, I'm gonna get into like my own story. So, when I was around 18 years old, that's when I went from a student to unemployed. I graduated high school and I had to go find a job, right? Now, the job that I ended up getting is infamously known as the worst job I've ever had, and that's Walmart Incorporated. I can't stand that job, right? But while I was working that position, I made a lot of excuses as to why I couldn't do the things that I knew were good for me. So, for example, I was losing all of my gains from the gym. I used to work out in high school, and then I got into the job and I stopped doing it, right? I just stopped going. I 100% could have. Now that I look back, I definitely could have still did it, but I was being a busser, basically. I was not really putting in the effort to get back in the gym and get my body back together. So I started work at 3. It was 3 p.m. and I got off at 12 in the morning. So I could easily wake up at 9 or 10 o'clock, go to the gym at 10:30, and get out by 11:45, and still have time to go to work. I could have easily done that, but I didn't. I just said, oh, no, it's too late now. I don't think I should do it. I got work in 7 hours. I don't think I should do it. And then what happened? I got fat, obviously. I became a little chunky chunk of monk. And I was just becoming a victim, right? I would spend all my money on stupid stuff. The second I got paid, I bought the hell out of those Sandy's cookies. You know the little Sandy's cookies with like the almond in the middle? Or the pecans? Woo! Boy, I was going off with those, right? But I wouldn't eat healthy. I just wouldn't do it. Because I'm like, why? What's the point? And let's say, for example, if I wanted to get out of this job, I just complained a lot. I just complained most of the time. The thing is, I was in a very bad mental space at the time, and it was really hard to find a way to move forward, but I was primarily just complaining. So I would like get upset about what's happening, but I was so scared to make anything else happen. Like I truly wanted to leave. I really wanted to leave that position, but I didn't do the things I needed to do to get out of it. But then when I finally committed and I said, I am done with this job, I'm tired of this, I was like incessantly applying to other positions. I ended up taking a job an hour away. I'm like, I don't give a damn. Just get me out of here, right? And then the action that I took ended up getting me out of the job. Okay? And let's say other times I would feel like upset about myself is because I wouldn't finish anything. So I got out of this habit really, really quickly because I'm only 25 years old, right? But from like middle school to like high school, I wouldn't really finish things that I started. And that contributes to the loser mentality because you would start something, not commit to it, and then you start hopping. And that doesn't build a very strong foundation for me. It didn't build one for me at all. So I had no anything to go after. But when I started my real estate course, that's when I decided to actually finish something. It took me a year, right? It doesn't take a year to finish it. I mean, that's how much time they give you. But I stretched it out completely. I was like playing video games, right? And that mentality of like procrastinating kept me in positions that I didn't like. And also, for example, I wouldn't take my own education into account at all. So I wouldn't read books. Literally, when I got out of high school, I said I never want to read again. That's what I told myself. If I can go back and like Hakaisatsu, that stupid idiot who said he doesn't want to read books again, then I would do that. I would hit him with every technique in the book because me not reading is what kept me in the positions that I didn't like for so long. because I could not educate myself. And I told you guys before, the reason why people are in these low-level positions is because their level of value that they bring to the market is low. They have nothing to offer, so they get paid the least. That's how it goes. And people like want to complain. You're like, oh, I work so hard, but I don't get any money. It's because the work that you provide is like basically useless. It doesn't matter. We can get anyone to do it. But when I learned some skills that provided value to others, that's when I got out of positions I didn't like. So, for example, when I worked at a warehouse during the 2020 pandemic, I was trying to get my personal training certification. I started my cert first, and then I went to that warehouse. I had no problem going. I was skipping around that motherfucker, and I was the happiest dude in there because I knew I'm not gonna be here for that long, so it's not bothering me that much. And then I got my cert, and I got out of it, and now I'm in a job that I like, and I plan on upgrading to a better job like later in the year. So it's like, these things that I'm doing are the reason why I lost the loser mentality and the victim mindset. I said, woe is me, I can't do this, I can't do that because of this. And also, I would put responsibility onto something else, right? So when you take responsibility from yourself and put blame on others, then you can't grow like that. I didn't grow because the reason why I'm in this job is because of them. The reason why I'm in this position is because of them. The reason why I don't have this is because of her. It's because of them. It's because of him. But I never said it was because of me. Ever. Now what did that mean? The lack of accountability is the reason why I could not advance. And now the second one I said, I took responsibility in my life and I said, I'm the reason why I'm in this position, I need to change, that's when things change. See, that's the thing with black pillars, right? Y'all don't really want to change. You like to feel good feeling bad. For some reason, that's just comfortable to you. Feeling bad feels good to you because it's comfortable. And like you don't want to change because you might feel good and that will be something that you're not used to dealing with and you might ruin it. So you decide to stay right where you are. Personally, I am not about that no more. I want to improve constantly. You guys see me post on the community said, yo, how do you feel about the content so far? How can it be improved? Call me out. I literally say that on purpose because I want improvement. I ask my friends, what can I do to be better? They're like, I don't know, bro. But I'm like, I'll ask anyway. But most people will not do that. I'm not saying I'm special, because I'm not. But I take this seriously. I want to improve. And the second that I got into that mindset of saying everything is my responsibility, that is when things change. You have to apply the same ideals to you. The situation that you're in is because of you, my guy. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I want to be on your side badly. I really, 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 really do. But you have to understand that no one forced you to put McDonald's in your mouth. No one forced you to stay inside. Except the government a couple years ago, but I digress. No one forced you to make these decisions. No one forced you to spend your money on that game console. You could have spent that same money on something that would have got you out of your position, but you chose to buy the new system, bro. That's tough. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. But I've not bought the PS5 because I don't want it. Like, that same money I can put into something else. You must take control over what you do in your day-to-day, and that's the only way to get rid of the loser mentality. You put yourself in your own mental prison. It was not anyone else. You let the circumstance of your life beat you down to your knees, and then you're like, I guess that is what it is. And I did the same thing. I made excuses why I couldn't get in the gym. And then eventually I said, no, you know what I said? I even said that I don't want to go to that gym because it's not as good as the gym I used to go to. You're just making excuses at that point, bro. You're really just trying to find a reason to not work out. Like, I went to LA Fitness with my auntie a few years ago, and then that's the gym I was used to, right? And it had punching bags, and I think it had a pool too. So I was like, cool, pool. And then the gym that's right across my street doesn't have any of that stuff. Has one punching bag and no pool. And I was like, oh, that's not a real gym. I don't want to go because it doesn't have what? It has dumbbells, it has barbells. It does not matter what else. You don't need anything else. You don't even need a gym. You just can go on the floor. But no, I wanted to find every reason to not do what I needed to do, what I knew I needed to do. And you gotta do the same thing. Be honest with yourself. You know that something has to happen. You know that something in your head is thinking like, I need to do this. But you not doing it is disrespecting yourself. You disrespect yourself every time that you choose not to do the thing that you know you need to do. That's how I lost my loser mentality, and that's how you will lose yours. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Like, You're a man, dude. If your mom washes your clothes, that's a... Bro, you have to take... Look. Look. If whatever situation that you're in, okay, it is what it is, right? But you have to do everything that you can to get the best situation possible. Like, you can do something. Okay? So yeah, dude, that's how you're gonna get rid of feeling bad about yourself all the time. You have to take control. Just start doing push-ups. Start reading a few pages. Like invest your money into something else that's going to help you, not a goddamn video game. I don't remember the last time I bought a video game, honestly with you. I don't remember the last time. I think it was back in October when Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles came out. That was the last game that I bought, and that shit pissed me off because it was not anything like I expected it to be. They hyped it up, and the game came out with 3 characters. I paid $70 for that pre-order, and that game was like lame. I'm like, it's okay. It's like decently fun, but it's not what I expected. Story mode finished in 20 minutes. No content. No endless mode, so I can only play with one person at a time. What? I paid $70 for this? That was the last game I bought. Not because I'm traumatized. It's just like I just generally don't buy games that often. But how often do you invest money into yourself? Like, go buy a book or something, bro. And go invest in that course that you need. Not some course from some YouTube guru or whatever, but like a course that like can get you into like your skills. Like that's what I mean. If you feel like a course is gonna help you and it's that you trust the source, go ahead. Right? That's completely fine. I do encourage you to buy courses to invest in yourself, but not that $10,000 course that you see from Dan Locke or Gary Vee or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Like 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks. Yeah, dude, drop it if you feel like it's gonna help you. All right. This is Sensei King Kai. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't join my Discord server in the description. Like and subscribe to my channel. All right, deuces.